Hi, Natalie Cutler Welsh here from parenting blog, book, and podcast, If Only They Told Me. And I'm so excited to be talking to my friend and fellow mother of three, Wick Nixon, today. Now, she's from Wicked Wellbeing, and she has been doing this wicked thing on Facebook. She's brought out this 21-day lunchbox makeover, marvelous lunchbox makeover challenge, and it's just been going gangbusters on social media. So I thought I'd bring her in today to tell us what exactly it's all about. And Wick,
Thanks, Nat. Thanks, Nat. It's really exciting to be here. So what is it all about? Well, Marvellous Lunchbox Makeover was this concept that I came up with about inspiring and educating mothers how to get healthier options into their lunchboxes without actually having to go to the supermarket. So I wanted them to actually get into the kitchen, create the recipes themselves, so that it really it spiced up their kids' lunchboxes. Because I heard so many times, I'm getting so sick of doing sandwiches after sandwiches all the time, and my kids' lunchboxes are coming home and they're still half full. And so that's what it was about. So I came up with this concept and I put it out there. I literally posted it once on my Facebook page, on my Wicked Wellbeing Facebook page, and I just continually got sign-ups after sign-ups after sign-ups. And after, it's just 2 weeks in, and 3 weeks in, and 485 sign-ups. There's been a phenomenal interest.
That is so awesome. I mean, there's obviously, that's obviously resonating with mothers. There's mothers out there like me who are feeling the pain of having to come up with creative ideas. But also I think now and more every day, mothers are realizing they want to do better by their kids. Like, they want to do healthier things. They don't want to just grab the stuff with all the numbers and the colors from the grocery store shelf.
Absolutely, and this is what it's all about. It's getting rid of refined sugars, because with the Nigel Latta program that's been on recently, and there's been so much hype around sugars, it's teaching people how to get rid of those refined sugars out of the kitchen and bring in those natural sweeteners, like of the dates and apricots it might be, and using coconut sugar. So instead of the refined sugars, and it's all about what it does for our kids. If you feed them healthy, raw, natural foods, they're going to learn better. They're going to concentrate better. They're going to have more energy for that play and that classroom environment. So it's really important to be teaching them from that ground level up.
That's awesome. So was it like it was an email every day for 21 days with a recipe? Can you give us some examples of some of the tips or some of the recipe ideas that you included?
Yeah, sure. Yes, so it was for 21 days, and it wasn't necessarily, it was tips and recipes, so it wasn't necessarily a recipe each day. So a couple of things that I did was a love note. So put a love note in your kid's lunchbox, which is really cool, because I do it probably not as frequently as I should, but when I do, my kids just walk out of school with the biggest smile on their face. And the comments and the messages like that was such a cool thing to do. There were some parents that said my 10-year-old son thought it was so naff and was so embarrassed that he didn't even eat his lunch. But yeah, other things that I did were like brain balls, which are made out of raw cashews and cacao powder and dates. Then there was energy bites, which again was rolled oats and honey and peanut butter. I did pizza pinwheels. There was the good old mouse traps, but teaching you how to do it without going soggy. And then, having the whole grains, and I sort of educated around which were the healthier choices to be using, from crackers and breads, and there was blueberry muffins, healthy blueberry muffins. There was gluten-free options, actually predominantly gluten-free, the recipes were, because I'm gluten-free myself. So yeah, there was loads of variety. Over the 21 days, there were probably around 28, 29 recipes.
That's awesome. And I know there was some shopping lists in there as well. Now, obviously, because this has gone so crazy and the moms are really into it, there's been demand for them to kind of have it a little bit more accessible. So I hear you've created an ebook. Is that right?
I have. Yes, I have. And what I found was that some parents followed it religiously, printed off every recipe and made it on the day, which was amazing. But then I found that other parents, they wanted it to be in a book so that they could reference it, because mainly the working mums, they didn't have time to get into the kitchen each day. And then, as in our fast-paced lifestyle, emails just keep on flowing in and flowing in, and they got to the bottom of the list. So I created the ebook so that they could have it there. And also, when I ran a survey on the Facebook page, I realised there was a huge need for healthy kids dinner ideas and for breakfast. So I also included those into the ebook, some of those recipes into the ebook as well, along with a 5-day weekly plan for your lunchboxes with a shopping list, and actually laying it out. Make this on this day so that you're prepared for the week.
That's music to my ears, because anyone that's been listening to my podcast or reading my book knows that one of the things that stresses me out, not so much Jackie, but definitely me, is the whole kitchen situation, and mainly like the planning of I don't mind cooking as long as someone tells me what to make. So I guess that's what your book basically does, right?
It does, and it's actually, the whole thing about being a working mum like we both are, but also wanting to do the best for our children, is being prepared. There's nothing better than being prepared. Like, I've got so many things in my pantry and in my fridge that I get up in the morning and just, it takes me 10 minutes to make my 3 kids' lunchboxes. And that's when it makes the difference. If you're not that prepared, then that's when you really stumble.
That sounds awesome. You know what I'd love to see, like, a video of your pantry, because I think that would be like an educational experience. Thank you so much, Wick. That's really awesome to hear about your ebook. Now, where can people get their hands on it or download it?
Absolutely. From my Wicked Wellbeing Facebook page. So it's pinned to the top, and that will take you through to where you can download the ebook from. It's only $9.95, so it's a super cheap but fantastic resource to have on hand, and could also make a great gift for for those that around you that need that inspiration as well.
Yeah, like buy one for yourself and buy one for a friend at the same time.
Exactly.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That was Wick from Wicked Wellbeing. So you can check her out. She's on Facebook. So it's facebook.com/wickedwellbeing. All of those amazing recipes in one location. I love it. And the 21-day makeover challenge, such a great initiative. And obviously it is totally resonating with mums around the world. Thanks so much, Wick.
Thanks so much, Nair. Awesome to be here.